everyone, so happy you took the time again to come over and watch a new video from Dyanne, and my name is Janny. Of course, today we have a new DIY for you. I hope you will enjoy watching, and of course if you like this content, we hope you will consider subscribing to Dyanne and my channel and click the bell. Like I always say, enough talking, let's jump into our DIY. For my DIY I am going to use these two little birdhouses, and I am so in love with the shape of this little birdhouse. I did found them already, I think 2 weeks ago, and I am so happy that I found them because I already had something in my mind to making it with something of what I have also got for free is my scrap wood from my pallet wood that I got also a while ago. So I'm very happy to make a wall decor and slash stand decor for a birdhouse. So I am really going to be curious how this will turn out, so we will see. But this is the main thing I will use for this DIY. So the first thing I will do with my little wooden houses is just, of course, I will remove the sticker on the both of them, because or else if we want to wax it or paint it, it is not very handy if you have the sticker under it. And these wooden houses were only, if I am correct, €2 and I think 50 cents, if I am correct, maybe even cheaper. So that's a little bit similar like dollars. It doesn't go a lot out of each other. So what I'm going to do, because I need to let it dry on both of them, I am taking my black ribbon, because I want to give the roof a little bit of a different kind of shape, so, and a different kind of structure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place of course I leave a couple of centimeters on the end. I leave open so I can work later with the pieces, but for now they still can dry, and this glue needs a little time to dry. It is of course all-purpose glue, but I always let it dry for overnight. So I'm going to do all pieces, then the whole roof on both of them I will glue together, and I will leave like I said, a couple of centimeters over. So it's a little bit different than normally you have your roof. This time it will be a velvet roof, so he's really soft to you can, of course you can color your own birdhouse. So I am going to glue this on top of it. So you see, this is what I mean right now. I did a couple of the lengths. I already did a little bit longer. So I'm going to glue them a little bit over each other, so it gives a little bit more structure also in your roof. Of course it takes a little bit more ribbon, but of course the ribbon is, like I said in an early video, they are from AliExpress and they are very cheap. So you can buy a lot of them for only a couple of dollars. So just order them online. They are really nice quality. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to glue this on top of the roof and then let it dry. So you see, I'm starting on the back side of my roof. So, and of course I'm going to do this on this side. Of course I know you don't see this side, so just work a little bit with your glue so he doesn't, it's possible that he is going to run a little bit under it, but it doesn't matter. Just work your way on it and just keep it in place for a moment so it can stick a little bit to it. So you have a little piece over here and a little piece over here, and just make it a little bit more warm so it can attach to your roof. It's great glue, but in the first hour it always you can bend it a while. That's not the greatest thing I say. I mean, you can still move it around a little bit in the first hour, so you have to be patient. And of course I'm going to do the second layer and just gluing a little bit over here and over the rooftop on the other side. And I wish I could show it to you in person, because the velvet looks really nice. So just give it a little, and just doing also a little piece on the velvet sides and just a little piece on the side of the velvet, because you are going to layer one piece over it, and just lay them over each other and just work it down. And you see already a little bit what I mean. So I'm going to do the rest of them and then I show you. So you see already how both of the roofs turned out of the birdhouses, and I am already loving how it's looking like, especially when you layer them over each other. And it is so simple to make and it is so soft, so it is a really nice look. I wish you could see it a little bit better in person, but it is a nice look. So I let it dry for a couple of hours, and then we are going further with our DIY. So here you see already the houses are dried up, and you see already I have some longer tails on my little roof. What I'm going to do right now is just take a scissor and I'm just going to cut in different lengths. I'm going to cut it sideways, a little bit what I did with here. I don't know if I will keep it this way, but we will see. You see here I have them a little bit sideways. I did it with a scissor and I am loving the result, but of course that's not maybe everyone's cup of tea. But I really love the way this is turned out. So I'm going to do the other house and then we are going to get ready with the panels, the wood panels, to make the back side of our birdhouse. So here you see my 4 pieces of wood. I have these two with each other because they are the same length, and of course I had these two. What I'm going to do right now is first glue these two together and these two also together, and I'm gluing it with the second-hand glue to make sure that they don't come off. So I'm going to do that, and after when I'm glue this on top of each other, and then I'm going to glue it for extra. I'm just going to use a painter steer sticks on the back side of each panel. So I am going to do my plastic gloves because, like I told you earlier in other videos, I almost stuck myself to my to my project. So one time is enough. So I always use this kind of gloves. So I'm going to glue this. I don't know if you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, just go forward and just look how it is turned out. And of course I am doing a little bit of the glue on this side, and I do most of the time a little bit more than probably necessary because I want to make sure that he is stuck great on my other piece, because I don't want that it falls off, because that would be very very inconvenient when we have our birdhouse on top of it. So I'm going to do this panel on top of it and just make sure that I keep it in place for a moment. And of course, when you do this with your own hands, that wouldn't be a great thing, because I'm already, you see here, I'm already stuck to my project. So this way it doesn't matter if I am stuck to my project, but if it was my skin, it would not be the greatest. So I am just waiting for a little moment and I show you then how it is stuck together. So you see already I have them glued apart. I already glue the parts on on each other, and you see I use one painter sticks I use for extra holding on the back. And of course we are going to turn it around, and this side will be with the bird house, and of course this time on this side also for this the birdhouse. And what I'm going to do right now, because I want to can use it as a wall, the decor, and I will use it as something which can stand on its own. So what I'm going to do first is going to, because I want to have a black stripe on top of my wooden panel, but before I can do that I have to measure it out because I am going to use this little wooden pieces I'm going to use for feet for under my birdhouse, so he can stand on his own. So I have to measure it out so that I have him so this way that he can stand when I put him how do you call it? We call it rechtop. So when we turn it, he can stand on his own. So I am going to measure this out, and then I'm going to put a little line over here, and also put a line over here, so I know where I have to glue my little birdhouse later. But first I'm going to measure both of them out, and I'm going to show you then how it looks like after I measured it out. So you see already now I have the line of the birdhouse over here, so I have really enough to do the feet under the birdhouse, so he can stand up right. And of course, when I'm going to glue the birdhouse on top of it, I am gluing first. I'm going to glue the little feet, and then I will measure it out again because I want to be sure that he can stand on his own. But now I have a little bit of a guideline over here, so here will end the little top of the birdhouse. So I have a little space in between where I can do a little black line. I will paint a little piece of, I think a centimeter of 3. I will paint over here in the black color because I will do this one. I will stain this one. I use furniture wax, but you can use stain. How you call it, you can stain it. I am going to use some black schoolboard paint for over here, and the rest I will stain. I will do the furniture wax because I think that's much cheaper here. At least here is much cheaper than using stain. So, and I think the result is a little bit the same. You want a warm and rustic feeling. So I'm going to measure out the line I want to paint on both of them. So you see already I made the line over here, and this is the 2 centimeters I am going to paint in the black color. And you see already, even when I do a couple of little stripe, you already see how much it will change if you just make one piece in the middle black. So I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to paint black. So, and then I show you what we're going to do further. So you see already, this is how the little black stripes turned out. And what I'm going to do, because I want to give it a little bit more structure also to my wooden panels, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my twine, and I'm just going to do a couple of turns around the bottom and the top of my stripe. So I'm going to do a couple of layers this way. And of course I'm going to do 3 over here. So, and I will do that out of camera because I think that will take much too long for you to watch. So I'm going to do all 3 of them, and then I show you the result. So, and here you see how both of them turned out with the twine on the above and on the underside of the black stripe. What I'm going to do right now, because I think I like the twine also, maybe I'm going to do the twine a little bit on the front of my little birdhouse. I have to think what do I call like a birdhouse. By the way, if you want to know, here in the Netherlands we call it vogelhuisje. Dus in the Dutch word for birdhouse is vogelhuisje. So maybe I do a little bit of twine over here. Just maybe 2 stripes, I think 2 or 3, only on the front, and I think only on the back side, and maybe around here. So I'm going to do some, I'm just going to try, and if it works out, I show you. So you see, this is the example I did, and I really love the rope on the front of the roof, and of course on the underside of the birdhouse in totally. So I am going to do the second birdhouse also. It's only 2 rows with the twine, so it's very easy to put it on. You just do some glue on top of it and just glue this in front of it, and you see I have a little on the top, a little piece left left over. So I will do a little bit of twine over there because you have to make a little turn over here, and I took the turn a little bit too short. So I have to work a little bit with this one, but in the end I really love how he is looking like. So I'm going to do the second one also. So here you see how both of the houses turned out. I did both of them with the twine, and of course what I also did, I did the backside also with twine, but you will never see how the backside will be because he is glued to the backside of the wooden panels. But doesn't matter, at least it is done. You'd never see it, but so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to paint the birdhouse in this green olive color. I'm going to do this part, and of course the bottom of this part, and here the sides of my roof. It will be later in the little bit of the wax color. So I'm going to do first, right now I'm going to do the sides and the underpiece. I'm going to do in the olive green color. So I will do a little piece with you. Of course I am doing a little piece of the paint inside of a cup because I always like it a little bit better. Now most of the time I hope that my lid is closing. So you see here I'm really hoping that the color will look okay. So you see here already a little bit how the color is looking like. So I really love that olive color because you can match it with any color in your room, of course. And if you have it in the white color, of course, if you like that, just do it in the white, just whatever you think is right. For me, for my decor, and I'm already thinking a little bit because here in the Netherlands it is so warm. So I am really a fall and a winter girl. So I am really longing for the fall season which is coming. So most of the time I am already thinking what can I do for the fall season. So these two pieces will also will be in my decor for the fall. And I know a lot of you must not think about the fall, but I am already thinking about it. So I will go and color all the two houses, and then I'm going to show you how they are looking like. So you see how the birdhouse turned out when he's totally in the green color. At least they call it an olive color. So I am really happy with the color which it turned out. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give the rope and the inside of the roof. Of course I will I don't know if I will do it in the wax color, but I was now I was also thinking to do it in a little bit of distressed white color. So I'm going to try both ways out, and what I'm going to do also right now is do this little wooden panels. I also do this one in this in the wax, so it will get a more warm and rustic color. I show you that right now how a little panel turns out already when you do just only a little bit of wax on top of it, and it gives already such a great warm feeling, especially for the months which are coming very soon. And you see it gives already a very dark rustic color, but like I always say, if you like it more, that you like it more in the white color or in the gray tones, just do what's fitting for your decor. I love the rustic color a little bit more. So I will going to do both of the wooden panels I will do in the wax, and then I show you how my birdhouse, if it will be in a white wash or it will be in the wax color. So we will see, but I'm going to do this one first. So you see already the birdhouse and the panels are drying right now, and you see already how they changed. What I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to do a little piece of my white paint. I'm just doing it on a piece of paper towel. You just can use anything you like, but because I only want to distress it, I'm only going to do a little bit of the white on my brush, and I'm just going to try if this is something I like. So I go over the rope, and I'm going to give it a little bit of the white color, And then we will see if I like this or not. Or then I will wax it. But I'm going to try to give it a little piece of the white distressing. So I'm going to do the rest and then I show you how it turned out and if I like it or not. So you see, this is how they turned out with a little bit of the white distressing. I let it dry for a moment, then we're going to see if it, maybe the paint is also did go a little bit into the twine. So I'm going to let it rest for a moment. What I'm going to do, because I want to have a little word on top of my birdhouse on the front, I have wooden letters. I am going to think I'm going to do tweet, or you can do of course home, or you can do TikTok. You can do anything you like on your birdhouse or just bird. It doesn't matter. I bought these letters already a long time ago, so I'm going to make two kind of words which is fitting for on top of my little birdhouse. And these two letters I'm also going to distress a little bit in the white color, so it's fitting everything with each other. So I'm going to make my words. So I just wanted to show you how it looks like with you if you do a little word on top of it. I really love this one, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to distress it with a little bit of the white color, but I just wanted to show you how nice it looks when you do a little word on top of it. Of course you can also write on it, but my writing is not the greatest, so I always have to stick with the stickers or with this kind of letters. So I'm going to distress this. So you see how both turned out. This one is the first one, and of course my second one, and I am really loving it how they are looking like. What we're going to do right now, I did take my second glue and I am going to glue the little birdhouse on top of our wooden boards. So I am going to do my gloves, because I always use gloves with my second hand glue, and I'm going to glue it on top of my panels. So here you see how our birdhouses turned out, and like I said, you can use them as a stand, but you also can use them as wall decor, what I probably will do. But you see, with two wooden old panels, you just make them together. You do use two birdhouses from the Dollar Tree and some twine and some paint and ribbon, and you're already fit to go. If you don't like the green olive color, you can use the white color. You can use pink, red, just what you want. I use this olive color because I really love this green color. But it is just an inspiration for you. And I just hope you enjoyed watching. And I just hope you liked it to see it step by step how I made it. And I hope you just have a little bit inspiration to make two of your own. So this was our DIY for today. I hope you had fun watching, and of course if you see me, you made it to the end. Of course, thank you all for watching, and if you like this content, like I said earlier, I hope you will consider subscribing for new DIYs and new decor videos from Dyanne and me. Everyone have a beautiful day, stay safe, take care of yourself and take care of each other, and Dyanne and I hope to see you in our next video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.